Today it's Thursday, January 8, 2026. This video is not for this DAZA, it's for the other DAZA. I'm gonna mix it up a little bit, but it's okay, I guess. This is not for the DAZA Alpha December 11. I hope that I'm gonna remember. This is for this RS3 M DAZA, okay? M, it stands for the name of the owner. It's the first letter, all right? And the same thing for the Alpha from this side. All right, now it's all about this engine. This engine currently, it's at the washing area, dismantling area, all right, to take it apart. But before I show you something for this engine, let's see this DAZA. This DAZA, what I have done so far, I have put the cooling jets, okay, I have put the upper bearing cells, fine. Here I have put the lower bearing cells except of the number 5. You see the number 5 that's missing? I don't have it. They brought me 7 upper bearing cells and 5 lower, so it's missing 1. All the rest been dressed, all right, except of the 5th. And I didn't dress the 5th one because I don't even have also the thrust washers. I need 2 lower thrust washers and 2 upper thrust washers. Now, not now. Yesterday they brought me the new bolts for the crankshaft bearing caps. I have the old ones here because I need to check the clearance with the crankshaft. All right, lovely. And so what's remaining? It's remaining the lower bearing cell, the thrust washers. All right. Then I have to check the clearance. Then I have to clean the crankshaft for final. All right. From the piston side, I have already checked piston to cylinder wall clearance. It's total fine, nothing wrong with that. I have already fixed the end gap for the piston rings. Same recipe like any other time. All right. I have the connecting rods, it's been prepared. And yesterday with the bolts, I received the connecting rod bearings. This one. Now I took them out of the box. In true is this. These are the Calico. I have used Calico, you know, in all of the Golf engines, by the way, or Volkswagen Audi. It's perfect fine. I prefer this than the OEM. Actually, this is an OEM it's just been coded, as far as I know. All right. This is for the different DAZA. This is for the third DAZA. It's not here yet. When it comes, why I'm having it here? This has extra clearance. Extra clearance. It doesn't say something to me. You know, I need the number. So what's my plan? My plan is I'm gonna use. I have checked all the connecting rods with the tool to see that it's running nice and through the big end. All right, that it doesn't have any problem. Also the small end with the fingers here with this tool. All right, this one. Fine. So the connector is total fine. So my plan, because I want to know the number, is I'm getting 2 bearing cells from here. I'm putting in one connecting rod. I'm putting it on the vise over there. I'm stretching the bolts like when you're installing it. All right. And then on the second connecting rod, I'm gonna put the bearing cells from this because I want to see the difference. How much difference? Extra clearance. How much extra clearance? Like I said, I need a number. I don't need an extra clearance. Okay. So I need to know how much this extra clearance. That's one thing that I need to do. Keep this one, no need to be here because like I said, this, all right, these bearings, these are exactly the same like this one. And this is for this engine. Okay, keep it there. Then, another thing, because I'm taking apart currently this engine. I haven't removed the piston connectors from inside, all right? I remove, obviously, the dual mass flywheel, and I remove the reading wheel. And let's compare this. This, I'm the one who closed it before, all right? And I have opened, how many times I opened the dual mass flywheel? 1, 2, 3 or 4 times, because it was the first time that I rebuilt the engine, then the second time that we upgrade the center piece of the dual mass flywheel, and I think another one time. I think that 2 or 3 times, all in all. I don't remember. Never mind. So this is the one that I have installed before. All right, I took down the bolts, I installed this one. You see here, sorry, sorry about my stupid flu. You see the print here, that's the color bearings from the crankshaft and the numbers, and you can see the same thing also on the friction washer here. You can see it down there, all right? And this goes this way, and it's aligned properly with that. This is the inner one, all right? And the outer one, give it to me back, thank you, okay? Sorry. All right, okay. So you see the outer one, it doesn't have a wear, total fine. And then this goes, just a second, yes, this goes this way. This goes this way, all right? And it's a good chance now to change these friction discs to put the new ones, because I can see a little bit of wear here. No, I have opened and closed how many times? You want to see it nice and true, all right? Now, let's compare this one. And on the previous video for this engine, I said that I don't remember if it goes the friction washers from both sides. It looks like it goes from both sides, all right? So on this one, except that it grabs something on the friction disc, it was not clean when they put it. That's how it looks like. You see the wear that it has here? I mean, compared to this one, the dual mass flywheel will start eating it, and it doesn't look straight to me. 1 second. Yeah, nope, doesn't look that much straight. Let's compare this one. This one, this is like this, all right? It's not perfect straight, it's like this. The middle one, it's a little bit higher. Oh, come on, focus, you stupid thing. Yeah, if you don't get blind. Then this one, it's lower in the middle. I hope that I make myself clear. Now, what did I said? I said, for this engine, for Mr. M, I need the friction discs to put a new one to don't have any headache, peace of mind. And for this one, I want this friction disc, the pulse wheel, and another friction disc. Plus, I want to check the dual mass flywheel. I want to see how it looks like the dual mass flywheel from this side, because it was running without the friction disc. Makes sense why I want to do that? Let me put this back. I cannot mix it up even if I want to, because there is a print on the friction disc, okay? Also on this one. I don't know one thing, I don't know if they have the same part number, these friction discs, because on the illustration it was showing 8 and 9. It was not showing 8 for both. So I don't know if it has same part number or if it has different part number. For now, keep it there, total fine. I have bring inside the vacuum pump, the water pump, the damper pulley with the old bolts there. I have washed the oil filter housing here. I have the high pressure pump that's been blocked. Don't contaminate by any means. You don't want to contaminate the high pressure pump or the injectors or whatever. I have the heat exchanger here that I put a masking tape, and I have blocked it also from this side. It doesn't matter that much the cooling side, it matters a lot the oil, okay? But again, both of them, it's been, all 4 ports are being blocked. Lifters over there, the actuators for the variable lift, I have it here, but because we're gonna use these camshafts, we're gonna put a block there, probably. I don't have it yet. Oil separator, PCV, here up, fine. Couple of parts here and there, like I said, fine. I moved it, the parts, some of these parts, the camshafts and some other parts, I had it down over there. I moved them from there and I brought them here, fine. So, I want to continue to open the other engine, but at the same time I want to take care of these parts after finishing with the connecting rods to see the difference. I want to put together to marry the connecting rod with the piston, because it's in order, and I don't want to mix it up as is right now, and I don't want to give it here because not now the time to close it. I wish to have the bearing shell, at least I'm gonna be able to build a short block, you know. But like I said, this video, it's not for this engine, this is for the other one. Let me make the test for the connecting rods, for the connecting rod bearings. Alright. at least to finalize with that and get the number, and then I'm going to continue with the other engine. Let me show you where is the other engine. It's outside, it's not here. Let me take care of the high speed still. Now, the engine is here. I have covered it because I don't want to contaminate the engine. You're going to tell me you're going to open it. Yes, but I'm inspecting it as I'm opening it. We have some parts here, all right? The tensioner over there. You see the cover and all these things. And here is the engine. Let's uncover it. Now, for the mileage, for the kilometers that run this engine, and for the power that it was making, keep in mind, I think that I have said that before. I have also a timing tool there. I'm going to take it now. This engine has 55,000 kilometers. All right. This one was making 1100 horsepower. He had the number on Draghi very low, 3.2 seconds, 3.1 seconds before we fixed the Haldex back. All right. It's not sleeved by any means. It was a brand new block without any sleeves, without the firings, without anything, until it get burned. Until it get melt the valve, and the valve get melt because when you are mixing fuel, different fuel, you have to be careful. You have to be careful because you can melt something. All right. So later on, we're gonna take it apart. I want to see also the connector bearings, what kind of wear they have, and I'm very curious to see the piston rings because of the ethanol. I was expecting that the piston rings were not gonna be so nice, the surface. Okay, I want to see also if it has tension on the piston rings because of the melt valve. All right, but it looks, so far it looks beautiful. There is no signs of piston rattling. There is no problem with the cylinders. The run out, it was 100 millimeter, 100, 200 millimeter without a torque plate, obviously. I don't have a torque plate for the DAZA. But so far, it's good. You know what I like? I like also that, because I'm the one who put the engine together, I see the amount of sealant. I see that there is no scratches. You know, if somebody opened the engine, you're not gonna understand if this was from the factory or if somebody touched it before. Because for me, at least, for my eyes, it's everything where it's supposed to be. Lovely. Okay, enough. Let's continue. This I'm gonna clean it a little bit. I might send the crankshaft for one light polishing. We're gonna see how it's gonna be the journals. All right. Yeah, moving on. Let me cover it again now. Right, back inside the engine room. Now, on the left, I have the standard bearing cells, and on the right I have the extra clearance ones. Okay. By the way, you can purchase this one from 07K Performance. The owner, he's a very good friend of mine. Plus, the tune is from them for two, one TTRS and one RS3. That both of them, they was making amazing power. Now, don't forget, not sleeved. 55,000 kilometers, and we're gonna run even longer if it was not this kind of mistake on the fuel mixture. All right. But anyhow, back to the point. Stretch cage there. All right, let me finish. You see what I need? I need the grease for the ARP. Yeah, that's what's missing from the recipe. All right, let's see the difference. All right, so I have a number. The extra clearance is 0.018 of millimeter greater. This is 0, all right, and this is the 0.018 of millimeter greater. Keep in mind the clearance that you're gonna have on the main bearings, on the connector bearings, and so on. It's based on the diameter of the journal, the surface of the bearing cell, the oil pressure that you're gonna produce, the oil pump, the oil viscosity, the oil that you're gonna use. And there are also more factors. It's not only this. It has also to do with the torque and the, obviously, because if you don't have the torque, you don't need so much oil pressure. It's not like, we're gonna see. I'm gonna give my opinion about having extra clearance when I'm gonna open the DAZA over there. When I'm gonna take out the connectors, I'm gonna have it on my hand. Then I'm gonna give you my opinion, all right, about the extra clearance connector bearings. Fine. let's do something now. Let me take care of the tools. Let me change the fingers here because, yeah. Why I'm keep recording, I don't know. You know what I'm gonna end up doing? I will gonna upload this video to Don't Be Huge, and then I'm gonna make another video for the right to continue. Yeah, let me take care of this one. So just a second to clear my mind and clear also the table. Okay, much better, clean table. All right, now that I have a number, okay, we're gonna see about that. Now that I have a number, what I want to do now, dang it, I convert now this video to this engine, not to the, screw it, both DAZA, yeah. Putting the pieces of the connectors together, putting the connector bearings. I don't want to mix up the bolts, I don't want to mix up the connectors, that's why I have it in order. I haven't write any of this, I have right on the piston, so yeah, okay. 1, 2, 3, 4 and 5, alright. So let me do that. Why? Ideal, like I said, ideal to have the thrust washers, to have also the bearing cell, get the clearance, make sure that everything is nice and put together a short block and then continue with the other DAZA. But no. Yeah. Okay, let me do that to create also some space here. I'm gonna wrap again the crankshaft. It doesn't matter, I have to wash again. Why? I have to wash also again this one. No, only the piston connectors. Yeah. Fine. It's gonna be much more easy my life if I was mounting it on the block, you know, and then I'll gonna wrap all together. It's gonna be fine instead of doing each piston and connector separate. Hey. Yeah. Lovely. That's it. That's it for this. That's it for what I started making the video now. I was making the video. Fuck my life. I mix up completely everything. No, it was, yeah. Yep. I screwed up. Screw it. I'm gonna upload this video. Plan B. Why not? Yeah, some people are gonna get confused. Good luck. Alright, I'm gonna upload this video for this engine. And then the next video is gonna be for this DAZA. Alright. Yeah. And I'm keep pointing parts from both DAZAs. Yeah, is that amazing? Go figure out. All this happening because I mixed the order. I didn't mix the order. I cannot move on with that. I have to move on with the other DAZA to continue. Yeah, that's why it's mixed up. Yeah, never mind. This, keep it here together with this. Don't to be near to that engine. Keep it there. Alright, that's it. Screw it. Let's move on. Thank you. Over and out. Next video for the other DAZA. DAZA feeder, we're gonna call it. And then I'm waiting on the third one. I have 2 here. We're gonna come a third one later on. Thank you.